I mean, again, I think the thing that they're going to put against Saquon is going to be that he has 13 touchdowns only. And again, that's where you look at statistically.
Boo-hoo.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But that's what you look at statistically is it is statistically better to do the tush push than to hand off a Saquon.
So Saquon Barkley has had a record-breaking season for the Eagles, has had the second best rushing statistical season of all time under Eric Dickerson at this point. And their team is in the playoffs, and it's really and truly this year, outside of what they've had in previous years, you can really say it's because of him carrying that offense. It used to be the opposite. It used to be A.J. Brown and the boys carrying the offense with Jalen Hurts. But it must feel good for those offensive linemen to get a little bit of a break and run block for a chance and not pass block. And we can have a discussion on a different day on which one is actually harder, pass blocking or run blocking. But Saquon Barkley season, we all think that, yes, his name should be mentioned in the MVP voting. But with how everything has gone this season and what he has done, should he win MVP? And is it time? And what will it take for a running back to win the award if it's not a Saquon Barkley season? Khalid, I'll start with you.
I legitimately don't know the answer. I don't know what it's going to take. Like you have Saquon Barkley here.
We just had
what like.
Keep going. I'll keep going.
Like 30 yards short of Eric Dickerson's all-time rushing record, right?
Yeah, it was like he needed to get like 80 to, I think he needed to get like 80 something. And, you know, for all the people that were like, oh, well, he had one extra game. If he got those 80 yards and less than 30 carries, he would have carried the ball less than Eric Dickerson.
Yeah. All right. So
even with the extra game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The two main arguments against how great that is are, you know, you could counter that with the carries, right? He would have done it in less carries than Eric Dickerson. So there's that. And second of all, Eric Dickerson broke when he set the record. He had 2 more games than O.J. Simpson, the previous record holder. So is that record illegitimate because he had 2 extra games? I don't think so. So look, the whole thing is like, you can say wasn't special or whatnot. The dude had a special season, no matter how you want to put it. He nearly set an all-time record, right? Saquon had a great season, and he's not even a top 2 MVP candidate at this point, right? Like
no, it's Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen.
Exactly. So you have those 2 guys, and it's.
If I were to put my final bets on the top 4, it is Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Saquon Barkley, and then Jamar Chase.
And that brings up another good point of, you know, Jamar Chase is what, 26, 27 years old, and he's a Triple Crown winner. So he is the youngest receiver in NFL history to have a Triple Crown, and he's also not in the top 2 conversation. Yikes. That's pretty crazy.
Wait. Something that Justin Jefferson hasn't done.
There you go.
I was going to say, this is eerily similar, and do I think Saquon should win it? Absolutely. I feel like the accomplishment of its own being second all time on a record that's been held for years is crazy work. He's not going to win. We all want Saquon to win, just like we all want Ashton Genty to win. And isn't this so crazy that the 2 best running backs in college and in the NFL were second all time in rushing yards under 2 guys, and Eric Dickerson and Barry Sanders from college. Yep. And those records have been trying to be broken from many people.
Now put both of them on the same team and see what happens. No, I'm kidding.
From many people have tried, and many people have failed up to this point. How do you not garner that to just have this man win the MVP? How did Ashton Genty not win the Heisman with doing that.
And it's also, we look at, you know, who was closest before Saquon, and that was Adrian Peterson, and that was his MVP year.
That he was the last running back to win MVP, right?
Yeah, he was the last running back to win MVP,
and that's what I'm saying, right? Like,
and he got over the 2,000 rushing yard mark. But I'm telling you right now, what's going to cost Saquon this is, one, Lamar Jackson just being Lamar Jackson, and two, it's going to be the 13 touchdowns, because statistically, when you've got 1 yard, statistically, it's better to go with the tush push. That is also true. The NFL literally will take any moment they can to show off Saquon Barkley reverse huddle. It just so happened to be against Jacksonville.
Yeah. It's just so eerily similar that we've had 2 football leagues get their premier award wrong. With 2 of the best, these guys will go down as 2 of the best running backs of all statistical seasons of all time.
Of all time.
Not
in
top 3,
leagues. Yes.
top 2.
Correct.
Saquon and Ginty, and they both got screwed. Well, we don't know if Saquon yet, right? But
we don't know Saquon yet, but more than likely, Ginty was a popularity thing. Let's just call it what it is. Let's just call it what it is.
It was one of those things with Ginty. It was like, you understood why Travis won, but you also knew that it was wrong.
Correct. The people's champion was Ashton Ginty, because again, you look at it, and we did this on the college show. You look at Hunter's stats as a corner only, didn't do more than who was the last corner to win MVP?
The Heisman.
Or Heisman, sorry. Yeah, we just talked about him yesterday. Thank you, Charles Woodson.
Only defense player.
Didn't match up to Charles Woodson, and his receiver stats didn't match up to Devontae Smith.
Not even close.
So
he wasn't even the best receiver this year.
He wasn't even in the Blitz.
Statistically, Nick Nash got severely.
Nick Nash got fucked. But so either way, whatever. That part, it is what it is. But I mean, again, I think the thing that they're going to put against Saquon is going to be that he has 13 touchdowns only. And again, that's where you look at statistically.
Boo-hoo.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But that's what you look at statistically, is it is statistically better to do the tush push than to hand off with Saquon. I know what Lamar has done great. Lamar will probably win MVP yet again. But I don't know, because even if Cooper Kupp even has a triple crown, he was the Super Bowl MVP. He wasn't regular season MVP. That was still Aaron Rodgers. No wide receiver has won the MVP.
So I'm gonna put
Adrian
it like
Peterson was the last running back to win the MVP in the NFL, and that was when he got over the 2,000 yard mark. Saquon just got over the 2,000 yard mark week 17.
I'm gonna end this topic with this. That's very interesting. Let me just ask you guys the question.
Oh God, he's got out the duct tape.
I ask you guys the question. Do you think Eric Dickerson won the MVP award when he broke the record?
I would assume so, but I'm guessing not, since you bring it up.
I don't think he did. I don't remember if Eric Dickerson did win it.
He did not.
Okay.
So you know what the ammos that's going to be used against Saquon?
Eric Dickerson didn't win it.
I rest my case. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Eric Dickerson should have won and Saquon should win.
And again, then you look at the other devil's advocate. Well, Adrian Peterson won it when he hit his 2K rushing yards. But so, you know, the thing, and I'll end it with this. The thing that Saquon did win, and this is a trophy that he shares with Derrick Henry and Josh Jacobs, is those three alone brought back glory to the running back position. Because let's not act like 3 years ago we weren't talking about how it was an over-glorified wide receiver position and that they should not be paid. Now the three teams that all three of those running backs left, Las Vegas, what's his face, the Giants, and the Titans, they're all dog shit right now. They're all picking in the top 10.
Damn.
The Packers, Eagles, and Ravens, they were in the playoffs. And
crazy work.
Saquon Barkley was the rushing leader, and Derrick Henry was second right behind him. So
you would think that even with that being said, like Derrick Henry's season deserves to be a MVP finalist.
Absolutely.
To be
and it's
honest,
only crazy because it just gets. It's only crazy that he's not mentioned it because somebody just did better than him.
Well, here's the thing. To be honest, with the way that Derrick Henry's season was, and Lamar Jackson had his best statistical season ever, while having a running back like that on this team,
do you give it more towards Derrick Henry than Lamar Jackson?
Absolutely not.
I thought that was the question you were posing.
No, I wasn't asking a question. I'm just saying that I think it's just it's crazy that happened.
I thought that was the question you were asking.
Like, I don't know if it elevated Lamar to another level.
That's fair. It definitely helped with I mean, shit, you saw what it was like. You saw what those two did against Pittsburgh. That shit was, oh my God.
When Eric Dickerson didn't win the MVP, he said, say what?
I can't believe this. I can't see this. I can't fathom to see this.
He said, I got goggles on and I can't see this.
He said, let me take off the goggles real quick. Speaking of goggles, Lenora Sellers.
Oh, yeah.
You know what to do.
Lenora Sellers.
Please.